Omokage, trace. Most people equate seeing an omokage of the dead, a kind of apparition or trace of a person, with witnessing the form or sugata of the deceased. The moment we describe omokage as form or sugata, however, the nuance of the word changes, its mysterious resonance fades completely. Initially, you see, the word omo or face referred to the principal or the omona aspect or face of a person. In other words, it signified the aspect of the person that represented the whole of his identity. The word omote therefore referred to all important existing things that humans associate with the face. In jiraigeki or historical dramas that you often see in film and on television, a feudal lord or tono-sama will often admonish a subordinate with a common line. There is no need for formalities, lift your face. Kurushu nai omote o ageyo. The subordinate's lowering of his face or omote signals deference. By giving the subordinate permission to lift his face or omote, the feudal lord is essentially refusing gestures of obedience and allowing the subordinate to face him directly. Accordingly, interactions involving the concept of face become matters of human status. The second half of omokage, the kage part, has a rather curious denotation. For my commentary on the term kage, see page 28. In the phrase kage o otosu, which means to cast a shadow, for example, kage means shadow or silhouette. On the other hand, when you say the word tsukikage, it means moonlight or moonbeams. You're referring not to the shadow, but rather to the luminescence, the hikari of the moon, the tsuki. It might be hard to see how the word kage can simultaneously mean one thing and its opposite. But what is light, hikari, other than brightness that comes and goes, flickering on and off? When the lights are on, kage signifies light. When the lights are off, kage indicates shadow. Hence, we can say that omokage represents the essence or the face of a given person or thing illuminated. As such, an omokage has a luminescent, radiant dimension. People don't say, oh, what a hateful omokage. It is impossible to conceive of an omokage with such a negative nuance. About those we find detestable, we say things like, I feel nauseous just thinking about that scoundrel's ugly mug. By contrast, when we use the word omokage, we are recalling that person or thing with a sense of nostalgia, a tinge of fond affection. Put simply, the basic premise that underlies omokage in all its forms is none other than love, ai in Japanese. In this light, no pun intended, you can see how sentiments are intimately intertwined with language and words. At the same time, however, you can also understand how we use language almost unconsciously, only vaguely aware of its contours. When you think about it, then, you realize that we find certain words beautiful and pleasant precisely because they possessed within them the very foundation of beauty and pleasantness. In short, words contain the basis for beauty, and drawing on that inherent feature gives the things we write and say a richness, allowing beautiful words to do remarkable things for us.